Okay, so this is going to be my speculation for what can be a possibility for chapter 1020, and that is the chapter after this chapter that come out on Thursday in Japan and Friday in Europe. So we have chapter 1019, and then we're gonna have chapter 1020. But obviously, it's gonna be a break. So next week is no One Piece because it's a break. Then we're gonna see. So here, I want to talk about my speculation for chapter 1020, and I think the big fight we will see. I think we will see two big fights, and one of them is Yamato versus Jack the Drought, one of the lowest ranking of the All Stars, and then we're gonna see Yamato's Devil Fruit, and that can be lots of possibilities. What she have for kind of Devil Fruit. My speculation, as I said before, is I think she have a female Oni, can transform to an Oni. It's like a big ogre or a troll, like in Japanese mythology, it's a big troll with a big club. That is just one speculation, what her power is, and the other one obviously is, and this here we come into the spoilers, because this is gonna spoil a part probably of the end of chapter 1019 as a teaser spoiler. So this is my warning before I say this, is that we see a picture of a character looks like Yamato transforming to something look like a fox. And obviously I think we know that we have a character in Wano is a dog that can transform to different things, like can trick people, that is different things. And there's a huge possibility here that this fox have disguised himself as Yamato to help Yamato and Monkey D. Luffy and Zoro to trick Kaido, and that under that time can Yamato run to the place where Jack is fighting somebody and help that person against Jack to defeat Jack. And I think so there is, because I don't think this character will see, but that can also be a possibility that we see here in the picture of for a teaser for chapter 1019 is Yamato, and Yamato have the real nine-tailed fox Devil Fruit, and Katarina Devon just have the fake one, just have the artificial one. That can also be a possibility. Everything can be a possibility till it's proven wrong. Everything is a possibility that just that Yamato is the real nine-tailed fox and she have the original fruit. Because we know that Queen was working for the Five, and Queen and Vegapunk and Caesar Clown was a very famous scientist, and we know that Queen working for Kaido, and we know that Queen can have control over the gas factory in Wano, and they create artificial fruits, like artificial devil fruits, that is not as strong as the original one so far. But you remember there was a specific, they talk about specific fruit in Wano, like in the beginning of Wano. And there is a big possibility here, for some strange reason, that Katarina Devon have one of the fruits that is not the real one, but is the very much like the real one, and Yamato have the real nine-tailed fox devil fruit. That is a possibility. That she is the real nine-tailed fox. Or they just have two, they always both have nine-tailed fox, but they have from different culture. For example, we know that in China they have nine-tailed fox, in Japan they have nine-tailed fox in mythology, but different part to them, and so on. But I'm think it's more likelier that this character we see is not Yamato, is the dog in the disguise as Yamato, and the real Yamato we will see fighting against Jack in 1020 in the next chapter, not this chapter but the next chapter. as my prediction. And obviously, there's many people think different things. Some people think that Yamato is gonna be transformed to a big white tiger. My first prediction is that she is going to be transformed into to a female Oni, to a Oni. But there can be lots of possibility. My other prediction is if I can get two different predictions. One is Oni and the other one is a nine-tailed fox. The only problem was in the beginning, but it's not. If you think about it, it's not really a problem because of the artificial devil fruits and because of Queen. And Queen have working with Vegapunk and Caesar Clown and some other famous scientists to make different devil fruits. There's a extremely big possibility here that for some strange reason, just one of the devil fruits was a succession, and they just copy that devil fruit. So they copy Yamato's devil fruit, and for some strange reason that nine-tailed fox devil fruit was copied, and Katarina the one get her hand on that copy one and get some abilities. But I don't think that is. For me personally, I don't think that is so likely because it would be very strange if you have two characters that is the nine-tailed fox. So there is a reason why I think it's more likelier that is the mythical dog that is transformed as Yamato to trick Kaido for some strange reason. So Kaido, because we know that Yamato is Kaido's daughter, and Kaido. So that is probably the only one that can. If somebody is transformed to Yamato, can really transform to her, can really stop Kaido, because Kaido gonna then think that it's Yamato and don't try to run after Momonosuke. And that is where maybe it's a big possibility here that this dog was there because so Momonosuke have the time to run away. And that is the reason why the dog was transformed to Yamato to stop Kaido in the tracks. And Yamato right now is probably running to where Jack is to fight against him, and this kind of thing. That is just my prediction for the next chapter. Not this chapter will come, but the chapter after. And the character that will fight against Kaido is probably Zoro, and obviously Monkey D. Luffy, and then we have Yamato and fighting against Jack, and the other ones of course then probably Marco against King, and Sanji and Chopper against Queen, and so on. These two. Then we have Big Mom and Kid and Law, so probably Kid and Law against Big Mom and maybe somebody else, and so on. So there's gonna be lots of interesting fights. But I think so. First, also a possibility that Yamato is helping Kid and Law against Big Mom. But first, probably she's gonna fight against Jack, and then she maybe fight Big Mom, and this kind of thing. And Spiro, the candy guy that is one of the son of Big Mom, probably will fight against Iso, that was one of the ex-Whitebeard pirates. Will fight against the candy guy, Spiro. So Iso versus Spiro. Yeah, I think this is all of the characters that will fight each other, but everything can change, obviously. That is just my prediction for what will happen in One Piece, and obviously, I think the final Wano chapter, final chapter of Wano arc, maybe will be chapter 1029. I think 29 will be the final chapter. I think that is the final chapter of the Wano arc, and then we're probably gonna go back to the government war against the Shippuden, the seven warlord of the sea, and we're gonna see what happened to example to Bangkok Bua when she fights against Sabo and the other guy, the one of the marine, the guy was controlling the gravity, this kind of thing. And maybe then we're gonna see more about, for example, Green Bull, what Green Bull have kind of power. And obviously, my speculation for Green Bull's power is that he can control the forest, so he can control trees and roots and this kind of thing. Maybe some bit similar in some sense to the first Hokage in Naruto, but maybe he's gonna use music instead to control the trees than just raw force. I think he's gonna have some kind of a music instrument. From there, he can wake up the trees, that trees attacking humans, so he controls the trees and so on as his weapons. That I think is a possibility, because if you think about it, like we have the blue one control ice, the yellow one control the sunlight, the red one control the magma, and the green one probably control the green, also the forest. We know very little about Green Bull. We only know that he talks about girls, and he like to get that he like beautiful girls, and he liked eating. He liked to eat good food. That is we only know. The only description we have of Green Bull in One Piece. But we don't even know how he looked like. We don't even know if Green Bull is a man or a female. Because you have to understand it, because in One Piece a person can have a very manly name as a bull, but still be a female to trick people. So think there's a man. So it's a big possibility here that the Green Bull is our first what's it called? Our first high-ranking officer that is a female of all of the other all of the other three members. Is she gonna be the fourth one, and she's gonna be the first female the most high-ranking female officer. That is a big possibility that Green Bull is a female. That the reason we only have to see a picture of Green Bull with like a dark shadowing picture, so we don't really, so they look like we're gonna think there's a man, but there's a possibility that it's a female too. But I don't really care if it's a man or a female. My big part here why I talk about Green Bull just in this video is because of my prediction of his devil fruit power, is that he controls nature. It's just what I think because of the name Green. And obviously this kind of thing. But this Green Bull, I think if we're gonna see any fight with Green Bull against any Straw Pirate member and so on, then I think it's gonna be much later, like maybe 60 chapters later, or much more than that, because now we have so much right now in Wano. We have so much, like for example in the chapter before this one, like the chapter 1018, we have a really cool fight with Jinbei and Husu, and then we have the confirmation that Queen belonged to the very secretly 5 of the group that could do a experiment, like Vegapunk, Caesar Clown, and then obviously Queen and some other people, like for example do the pacifistas. And then we also have, for example, the celestial dragons, the 5 elders. That is possibility that they are maybe the first of all of the pacifistas, that they are like they half human, half robot, but they are very specific version of a cyborg. But they are much more like mythical ancient cyborgs. And that is also a prediction that probably one of the 5 elders will be Zoro's finals opponent. And where I think his possibility here is that this guy, his ability, he can see super long, the one of the old guy with the sword, that he can see like very long away, and he have a very specific sword. So for example, if he killed you with his sword, his nodachi, that is Japanese longsword against cavalry, if he kills somebody with the devil fruit will be official execute. The devil fruit will be official distinct. Will not be revived again. That is, I think, is a possibility for the first the guy, the one of the 5 elders abilities, that he have a sword that can kill the devil's soul with his sword, and this kind of thing. And then we have much other one, and then we have him, the leader, the most higher ranking of all the celestial dragons, and then we have. And my prediction here that him, Monkey D. Dragon, and Rock D. Sebek, all of these 3 characters are the same one, because we have not seen any picture with Monkey D. Dragon and him on different pages, on different side of the story at the same time. So there's a big possibility that Rock D. Sebek, Monkey D. Dragon, and him, all of them is the same one. And it's just a ruse for some strange reason that it's just a cover-up. The revolutionary army don't exist, but because the world government don't want to say that they lost the war against Rock D. Sebek, and they build up a fake image that there was a revolutionary army that the world government have to fight, and Rock D. Sebek was defeated of Carp and Golden Roger. But if for example, like this, if Rock D. Sebek was defeated, but we have no description that he was put in prison, as Golden Roger was, and then later Golden Roger was executed. We don't know if Golden Roger is permanently gone from the story. He obviously can be brought back as a cyborg, but we don't have any description of Rock D. Sebek in prison. So it's a big possibility here. The whole story of the fight of the Guards Valley is a fake story. It's not even real. Just because the world government want to save their own skin, to look good to the world. But originally they are failed the war, and they are under the control of the most notorious revolutionary terrorist organization. That was the Rock's Pirates, and that is a possibility, because if you look at it, that revolutionary army, the terrorist organization, is probably the same one, and the only difference is that they have changed the name and maybe changed something about the narrative. And so originally, the him is the terrorist working for the world government. Monkey D. Dragon is him, but as a revolutionary. So they are the same one. That is just remember, what I say right now is just my prediction, my speculation. I speculate that is a possibility. Monkey D. Dragon, him, Rock D. Sebek is the same one. Because if we see an official chapter, Monkey D. Dragon and him on different pages, and they are looking at each other, and they start to fight, then it's proven they are not the same. But to that we cannot be proven if that is not true. That him and Rock D. Sebek and Monkey D. Dragon, all of them are the same. So I said before, I know I repeat myself a lot in this video about the same thing, but that's just my speculation. But this thing will happen long in the future, like in the end of One Piece, like the final fight with the Straw Hat Pirates, Monkey D. Luffy's final opponent, his father, Rock D. Sebek, as per speculation, and Zoro gonna fight the guy with the sword of the 5 elders, and then some of the others fight, because I don't think Blackbeard will be the final opponent. He will be one of the final opponents, the second one, but I think the leader of the world government is the final opponents of the Straw Hat Pirates. And then, but that is far in the future. This will happen very, very much far in the future. I don't know how many years we have to wait, because it's probably much more. We're probably gonna see. Maybe just a prediction here. Maybe we'll see all of the end of One Piece in 2026. Is the final chapter. One Piece is 26. So now we are in 21. So in 26 is maybe the final one. That is the final fight. But I'm not. I cannot say I'm certain in any shape or form. But I think it's a possibility that that Monkey D. Dragon is the final opponent for the Straw Hat Pirates. And obviously, I don't think so many people have thought about that because many think that it's Akainu or Blackbeard is the final one. I think Monkey D. Dragon is the final one because I think Monkey D. Dragon is Rock Disabek. Yeah, but I look forward to do a review on chapter 1019 and see the continuation of the fight with Jinbei against Who's Who and some other fights. But obviously there's lots of much interesting things happening in One Piece, and in the end we're also gonna probably come to space because we know that space exists in One Piece, and I think there's a possibility here that the One Piece is in space. We don't know even what One Piece is, but if One Piece is something, One Piece probably will be in space, and they have to come to space in some strange way, because that I think will happen on One Piece, because we have been in Sky Island, we have been underwater, and we have been on land. So 3 different things, but the third one is space. So I think that will be maybe the final stage, that space exists, and there is maybe Rock Disabek waiting as his final opponent in space, and this kind of thing. And that it's a possibility that they are, just as I said before, Rock Disabek and Monkey D. Dragon, all of them, and him is the same one. But for some strange reason, they can be on different places, because we don't have seen them at the same time. We only have seen him one time, and we also see Monkey D. Dragon different time, but never the same time. So we know that is the thing here. If we see them at the same time, then it's proven they are not the same person, but then I think they are the same person, and so on. That is probably everything I really want to say about my speculation for what will happen in One Piece, and this kind of thing, and with Yamato and so on, and this kind of thing. So okay, bye.